Hey everybody, Thomas here. Not often do you come across something like this. These are all black walnut trees. There's about 12 or 15 in total, and some of these trees, like this one over here, are 25 inches in diameter. So we had a farmer who's actually my neighbor down the road and everything. He said, hey, I've got a nephew who has some black walnut trees. He said some. He's like, he would like those black walnut trees removed off his property. He's already cut them down. I'm like, oh my goodness, you couldn't even ask for anything better than this. So Dad's getting the tractor around front. We've got the chainsaws, got the cant hook, and we got some chains, all sorts of stuff. Also, look over there. He has tapped his black walnut trees. We talked about that last trip I was here, so that's awesome. I'm glad to see that. I'm gonna take a look at those as well, because that's some of the best syrup you can get. But long story short, we've got a lot of black walnut trees we're going to remove out of here today, help him out. And now here's the good indication right here. So this tree right here, you can see that black spot there. You can see some black right here. Yeah, so right there, that's just right there. There's a dang nail in it. Hopefully that's the only spot where the tree had metal, but we'll find out. So yeah, Dad's out here in the tractor. We are going to get to work. I'm going to go ahead and put up a time lapse. Probably going to start on this pile over here and just kind of clean it up. We got our two big trailers and we're going to just see how much we can haul out of here today. The rest of it we're going to stack neatly in the piles over there next to the pine tree that's leaning and stuff like that, and go from there. Okay, so I've gone through one tank of fuel. We've got most of that main section on this tree cleaned up. We've got all the little small ones over here, and we've got this big one right here. And we think if we cut it pretty close to the knot, or it branches off there. So what I did is I had my dad go ahead and roll the log around so I can see all the different figures and stuff like that. We've got a really good straight section all the way up to here, and Dad thinks he can lift that section, so we're going to cut it about here. And then this would be a good log for the slabber mill because it's got all sorts of crazy crap all over it. That's going to be great. I'm going to just measure. If I can get 8 foot, I'd be happy. I think I will be able to. Yeah, it's about 8 foot to about right here. You think you can pick that up? Yeah. Okay. And then from this side, it's going to be about 6 foot on that side. So 6 foot of craziness and 8 foot of straightness. One thing I hope I don't get is poison ivy. There's poison ivy all over this stuff. So I ran the little saw to do all the trimming stuff. Now we're going to run the bigger saw. Haven't cranked her since yesterday. pretty big log. Now let's see if Dad can pick it up. What does the survey say? Survey says, I don't know. Here, push. Yeah, let me push that one. Yeah. It might be barely hung. Try that one first. That's a big one. It's a big one. Yeah, we I think we've got about half of these maybe cut up, maybe. I don't know. He's digging to China a little bit. I think you're going to get it from this side. So try the small. Yeah, try the small one. He ain't gonna get that dang log. Ooh, he's like on 3 wheels. Yep, that's a big one. How big a boy? That's a big old log. These forks are getting all jacked up too. They slide around a little bit. Well, he got it. Barely. 3 wheels on the ground. There you go. So that tractor will lift about 3,200 pounds or so. That's a big one. I haven't measured. I mean, we know it's 8 foot long diameter. I don't know, greater than 24 inches maybe. So yeah, he's gonna load that on there. I'm gonna continue cutting. I'm gonna gas up the small saw and just use the big saw for cutting the big stuff. It's a good looking log. I think that one right there could make some really nice like bar top slabs. We're gonna do our kitchen island in a bar top at a Black Walnut, so that could be the piece right there. All right, let's get back at it. Well, it was just a matter of time. I got the chainsaw stuck over there on a small little cherry tree. I knew it had pressure on it. It's the one that has that limb bent backwards. Never fails. I've only been popped once. Kind of wasn't looking. It was on that dang cherry tree that had a lot of pressure on it. I just didn't pay attention. It takes but just a second. So I gotta get the big saw out to get the little saw out. Dad's over there making quick work of all the scrap pieces that we're going to push down the hill. We've got a cedar tree kind of down over there. We're going to get that out, but I have a tree overhead right there. That's a widowmaker. We got to get that thing popped down. So once we get that popped down, we'll tie a tow strap around that cedar tree over there, pop it out. I'm going to get the big saw over here, start cutting on this big mama jumba, and hopefully we will have a full load by then. In fact, we're practically at 1 full load right now, but I am going to continue to cut until I'm out of fuel, and we will stack up all the logs to make it as neat as can be for the homeowner here, because they are so gracious and letting us in on this awesome Black Walnut score. So let me get the big saw out and trim on this behemoth right here, and hopefully not pinch a blade again. But the other saw is going to sit over there for just a second. So we just did all that for a nice cedar log. There's a little cedar log down there, and now we've cleared the way. We can go ahead and continue pushing. There's these black walnuts down there. Nice cedar log, didn't have any doting or anything in there, so happy with that. It's gonna help my dad out. But now it's cleared the way for us to push the log pieces down the hill like the homeowner requested us to. All right, I'm gonna get cutting on this thing now. Probably once I do this tree, we're just gonna start doing some cleanup because I gotta get back and go work at the other house just for a bit. Okay, all I think we're gonna do today, we've got most everything cut up on the big stuff. I got this big log section here. I'm gonna go ahead and essentially cut that section in half. Dad's gonna remove the rest of the kind of like the junk here, all the branches and stuff like that. And then I think we're good for today. His truck, he said, is loaded. So I'm gonna go out there and take a look here in a second. He's grabbing just these last few log pieces. Like I said, I'm gonna cut this real quick, so stand by. All right, so we have just this big log section here. We're gonna try to get to the front. We've got a couple smaller trees over there we're gonna work on. And then we've got just a little bit over here still to cut up. These logs are absolutely gorgeous. Very happy. I've only seen one that has had metal, which is that one right there at the base. And then one of them had a porcelain insulator. And if you've never cut a porcelain insulator, don't start trying to cut porcelain insulators. They don't cut very well. So everybody says, no bueno. So we've got this section right here, that section. So 3 log sections there, maybe a fourth one. That section there, and then he's got a pile over there that he's got kind of stacked up. I'm gonna get all the gear back over to the truck and I'll show you what we have in the trailer over there. So stay tuned. I don't care what they say about old tractors. That right there is freaking impressive. That's gotta be over 12 foot long and 24-inch diameter at the small end. Woo! Come on, Betsy. She might be on 3 wheels, sometimes 2 wheels, but that's a big old log right there, folks. That's a big old log. So I'd say she's a bit loaded. That's a hell of a load right there. Whew. Yeah. Dad said, I don't want to carry anymore. I'm like, I don't blame you. And crap, that log's in the way. I gotta cut that end piece off there to put the ramp up. Guess we should have put the ramp on first. Anyways, that's a load of logs right there. That's a big old load. All right, let me get over there, help them move out the last little bit. But yeah, I think we're loaded.
Well, it's actually been like 2.5 months since we picked up all that black walnut. What my dad's been doing is trying to organize his logs, but long story short, he had to go back 2 more times to pick up logs, and we still have, I believe, 3 more trees that are down over there. So this pile here, and this pile here. This is essentially what we picked up. There's a few other extras in here that came from a different location, but for the most part, it's these 3 piles is what we picked up from the property down the road. This has been like the best score of black walnut. It'll be the best score of black walnut for 2025, that's for sure. I don't think we're gonna get another load like this. So we put our smaller less desirable logs down here. These are the logs. They're kind of small. They got some crazy branches here and there. Those are going to be good for like cutting boards and some very small, like unique pieces. Like this is my crafter's pile, if you will. Then we have this pile right here, which are the larger diameter logs and everything, but they've got all these branches and knots and stuff like that. These right here would be good for little table pieces or really highly figured pieces that we can, you know, custom cut into whatever. Also, out of these sections here, the centers would be good for mantles, because these are all shorter length and everything, and they're going to have some crazy figure. And I'm going to show you a mantle on the sawmill in just a second. My dad's been cutting up. And then we have our longer sections. Now, he's thrown a couple smaller ones on here. Let's just ignore that those aren't there. Those are really old black walnut logs that we just moved around from whatever, but they're longer and kind of straightish. But anyways, these longer sections right here, these are what we make our posts and beams out of. The house that we're rebuilding here, we have a lot of posts and beams out of black walnut. These don't have any knots. These are straight. There's really no protrusions off of them. These are the higher quality black walnut logs, in my opinion, for doing those posts, because most people don't use posts out of black walnut. But since we're rebuilding a house, go big or go home. So there's that. All right, let me head over here to the sawmill. We actually had another friend down the road. He had some black walnut. We went over there, and I got another video about that. We went over there to kind of clear out some black walnut logs, and that's what these are right here. As you can see, they're pretty big, pretty gnarly logs as well. And we've been cutting a lot of mantles, a lot of slabs, and stuff like that. So this right here looks like it's just going to be a black walnut post. Yeah, this is a post, and that's got some pretty cool color there. Some of the sapwood. But yeah, that's just a looks like a 6x6 black walnut post. That's what you do with your kind of straighter stuff. And the other thing, look at that crazy pile of black walnut sawdust over there. Whew, that is some gnarly stuff right there, folks. Don't put that in any animal cages. Don't put that around your garden. Black walnut sawdust will kill stuff. Just don't do it. And I can see I got to clean out the sawmill. I want to make sure I get all that black walnut sawdust off the mill and everything. But the mill's been running great. Dad's been running it really hard and everything. He's been cutting a lot up here recently. Here's some more black walnut boards and stuff here. Pretty stuff. All right, well, I guess it's about the conclusion of this video. Again, great black walnut. We're gonna use pretty much every bit of that stuff. Probably over the next year we'll get that stuff cut up. The great thing about black walnut, though, is even if you don't cut it up within a year, that's fine. We have black walnut logs that we cut up or that were cut down years and years ago. They can sit around 5, 6, 7, 10, I don't know. They can sit around for a long time before they really start to rot. You might lose that outside edge, but the center, the core of the black walnut, nothing's really going to touch it. It's really too toxic for anything to touch. So, all right, please like, subscribe. We're going to do some more videos with hauling more black walnut, cutting more black walnut, and I got to show what we're doing in the house. It's been like 2.5 months since I did the collection of those logs, and we really have to show you some of the updates on the house. We're getting close. I don't think we're going to move in July, maybe August, but we are getting close. I mean, I'm doing drywall, I'm doing mudding, we're doing painting, floors. We are getting towards the end, but what I just did up in the overhead is awesome. So, all right, we'll see you around. Thanks.